Can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Can you understand as a black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who.
How could that be a mistake? Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
Yeah.
How do you misspell Kiera as Kong? That's insane.
Yeah, medical assistant helping you today.
Uh-huh.
So she's just.
It was, I see that I put the name incorrect on there. It wasn't really my intentions to do that. Your name on there is not what it seems on there. Like I did mention to her, and she did mention to me that you want this all recorded. That is totally fine. It wasn't really my intention to put your name like that. I did give it to you, and we were double checking it to see if it was incorrect or correct. We didn't mention anything.
We didn't double check anything. You said, have you done a sample
Yeah,
like this before?
Have you done a sample, and then I gave it to you, and you went to the restroom.
Correct. So why are you saying that we were checking the name?
We were checking the name because I asked if it was incorrect or.
No, you didn't.
Okay, but.
No, you did not.
Okay.
You said, we walked to the door. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. We walked to the door. You said, have you done a sample like this before? I said, no. And then, or I said yes. And then you said, okay. And then you opened the door. Right?
You opened the door and I gave it to you.
Correct.
Yeah,
So when did we check the
and
name?
then I gave it to you, and then like I said, it wasn't my intention. I literally just checked my computer just now to see the name, and I was like, I know why she's upset because I put the name on there incorrect. But like I mentioned to her, and I'm gonna mention to you, if you feel some type of way of how I wrote it, and you want to report me, that is totally fine. But like I mentioned, like I'm saying it to both of you, it was really not my intention to put that on there.
So here's my thing. One, I don't understand how you could mistype something like that. I don't understand how you can write Kong instead of Kiera. How did you mistype that?
I was typing. To be honest, I type really fast. I don't double check when I'm typing really fast. I did put your name on there, but for some reason it went to an error. But like I mentioned to you, it was in.
So it autocorrected from Kiera to Kong? That's crazy.
But
and then additionally, what I have a problem with now is that you're straight up fabricating that we checked the name on the bottle when we did not. Okay. Did we check the name on the bottle?
Like I said, for me, I did check it and I checked it with you, but you.
So you checked it. So you made a typo. You were typing really fast, and then you checked it, and then.
No, I didn't check it. I just put.
So
it
now
on
you
there.
didn't check it.
I didn't check it. I just.
This is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation.
Okay,
Please give me her name, and I will report it. Thank you.
I'll give you my name right now. Okay?
Wow. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Ty with Opinionated Grind. I'm back again today with yet another video. Oh boy. You know, I don't really know what to say on this one, guys. This is pretty wild, man. You know, the thing is, mistakes like that don't happen. I don't care what's going on at that point in time. I don't care if she claims that she was typing fast. There's no way in hell that you're gonna put King Kong as a mistake. It's just not possible. But then the sad part is, when asked about it, then you deny the whole thing. You say, "Oh no, I didn't do that." You know, again, I was just typing fast. I didn't really double check as I was typing. Who does that? I mean, like, seriously, who does that where you're typing something, you're not proofreading, you're not double checking what you're typing as you're typing it? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Then again, when you're called out on a situation and you're being put in that hot seat, now you don't really know what to say. You have no defense, because what was put on that label, to me, it was done on purpose. It was done on purpose. It's just revealing how you felt about this particular person. That racism that you displayed, that racism that you felt, that's a part of your DNA, the fabric of your makeup, it just came out. But she didn't have the BALLS to say it to the lady's face. So you had to put it on a label, which is crazy, because I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't think she was going to see that? Now here's the thing, guys. You know, if you go to the doctor's office or you go to the hospital, whatever, right? Typically, they're supposed to give you the label, right? You know how you hold your arm out and you get checked in and you know they snap the thing on your wrist. Before they even do that, they're supposed to show you that label and say, hey, is your information correct? So you're checking for your name, you know what I'm saying, guys, making sure that's correct, it's spelled correctly, your date of birth, you know, and whatever other information that's on that label. It's the same thing when you're giving a sample. Urine sample, blood sample, whatever. If it's going to the lab, they print your name on that tube. It's supposed to be checked by the patient. Now, in this doctor's office, the nurse, I'm assuming she's a nurse, whatever, she claims that she showed this lady in the video the name and she agreed to it. But the lady's defense is saying, she's like, in her defense, she's like, no, I never saw the label. You didn't show me anything. I walked up to you and you asked me, hey, have I done a sample before? And then I told, you know what I'm saying, the lady was asking the black lady that, and the black lady, as you guys heard, she responded and she said no. Then she said, hey, you told me to come on into the office, but you never physically gave me the label. So in a nutshell with this, it's kind of like she say, because that particular interaction is not on camera. So we don't really know how that panned out. Again, we just going off of the words of both parties. But with all that being said, like I stated before, there's no way that you can put King Kong on somebody's blood sample. Now, her last name is Kiera, so it's no way, again, that you're typing in Kiera, King is not going to come up. It's not. The message that pops up when you type in K-E-I, however she spell her name, it's not going to say King. And let's play devil's advocate for a second, guys. Even if it did come up as King, she should have been double checking that and say, oh, that's not right. Delete, and let me put Kiera on there. So, I don't know. Was this done on purpose? Possibly. Or maybe not. I don't know, guys. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna kind of change my position on this, man. I'm probably gonna say it's a possibility that this was done on purpose, or maybe not. I don't know. But again, I'm on the black lady side with this. I just don't see that type of mistake and typo happening. I just don't. So I have no idea, man. You know, but if that is truly how this young lady felt, man, she should be fired. She should lose her job. And you guys heard in the video, you know, the nurse said, hey, you know, if you want to get my name and report me, you know, in this situation, then go right ahead. So I don't know if that's just a bold move from her to say, hey, I don't really care how this plays out because I'm innocent, or I don't really care how this plays out because I'm actually guilty, and I just, again, I don't care. I'm going to feel the way that I feel, and you can take it the way that you take it. All right. So I don't know, man. This is a crazy one. Like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I can see the symbolism of this whole situation, you know, with the King Kong, and like I said, being black, monkey, ape. You know what I'm saying, guys? Y'all get what it is, man. But I don't know. Is the black lady, is it justified? Is she reaching too much? And is the nurse truly sorry for, you know, what transpired in this situation? Or did she really mean it? I guess we'll have to wait and see how this whole thing plays out. All right. So that's what I got to say on that, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, you know, it just is what it is, guys. I can't really definitively say which direction it is. But, again, we'll see how this plays out. And hopefully, man, the nurse, you know, and this other lady will some kind of way work this thing out. and you know, keep it moving. But I will say this, guys, before I close out, we all know racism still exists in 2026. You do have hateful people out here, and it's not just from Caucasian people. You have Hispanic folks, you have Asians, you know, you have Native Americans. You have a lot of different people that, you know, hate African Americans. You know, that's just the reality of it. I'm not saying all people that belong to those races are that way. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that due to either personal experiences or, you know, your stereotypical content that you may see, news videos that you may see, you know, different type of interactions that you may see with, you know, some black folks and other races, you know, other people see this stuff as well. So they can kind of formulate opinions on how they feel, even though they themselves might not even had a bad experience with somebody that's black, okay? So we can't, you know, say that that's not the case either. But like I said, in this particular situation, it's going to be really hard to tell which way this really goes, okay? So that's what I got to say on that, man. I appreciate y'all watching. I will catch y'all in the very next one, all right? Peace.